Yo, what is going on, you guys? It's your boy King Sanders here, and we are back with another day of sports betting. This is going to be for Tuesday, June 14th slate of MLB action. I'm super excited to dive into it. We do have a pretty full slate once it does end up actually starting. I know that there is a doubleheader game starting at like noon-ish, and then I know that there's a full slate starting around 5 or 6 p.m. So we do have a lot of MLB action going on today. No NBA. I think the next game is on Thursday. So we do have a couple days until that. But until then, obviously, we're going to be putting out some MLB plays. We've been pretty good on our MLB plays. We've actually hit our last 3 of them. So hopefully we can keep that streak going. But without any further ado, I did just want to go ahead and say that we are still on the road to 7,000 subscribers. So if you guys are new, make sure you guys do like, comment, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell so you guys know whenever I post. Also, I did just want to go ahead and give a quick shout out here to all of our members here on the channel. Thank you guys so much for everything that you guys do. And thank you guys so much for giving such a small channel such a big chance, as I always say. Now, I'll be completely transparent with you guys. Yesterday was not a good day. Absolutely not a good day. The only bet that we actually won yesterday was the, we only had 2 official plays. We had an MLB play, we had an NBA play, and then we did have a same game parlay. The only one that actually hit was the MLB play. So we did have Boston plus 3.5 versus Golden State. It looked like they were in a pretty good spot there towards the beginning of the game. In the first half, they were actually taking care of business pretty well. And then Jason Tatum had a really great first half and then really, really slowed down in the second half. So unfortunately, after that, Jaylen Brown really didn't play very well. Marcus Smart had a pretty good game, but over the course of it all, it didn't end up working out. Golden State just really took care of business. And Andrew Wiggins, he was the absolute man yesterday. He played so great, absolutely so great. I think he finished with 26 and 13, or I don't know. I don't even remember the exact stats. I'm pulling it up right now, but yeah, 26 and 13. That's insane. Wiggins has been playing absolutely fantastic. So shout out to him. And Steph even struggled. He shot 0 for 9 from 3, which is something that I saw a stat where it was this is the first time that Steph Curry hasn't made a 3 in a game for 233 games in a row. That's just insane. But, it is what it is. They ended up losing by exactly 10, so we ended up losing that. And then we did have our same game parlay that absolutely just completely fell to crap. We did have Marcus Smart over 3.5 assists, finishes with just 2. We had Marcus Smart over 3.5 rebounds, finishes with just 3. We had Wiggins 1 3-pointer made, and despite him having 26 points, he shot 0 for 6 from 3. So he did not even have a chance when it came to, he didn't even make a 3. And then we did have Al Horford over 2.5 assists, finishes with just 1. So the same game parlay was absolutely atrocious. Didn't even hit a single leg. And all these trends were, pretty crazy stat backed. All of them have been happening a ton recently. So I rode with it. But, it is what it is. Then we did have the Padres money line versus the Cubs, and that one ended up working out for us. So thankful for the MLB. Thankful that actually worked out. But without any further ado, I'm not going to waste any more time. Let's go ahead and dive into today's plays. Our first play of the day, because we have 2 official MLB plays, so it's not going to be like a full video or anything with 3 or 4 plays, but we do have 2 plays that I really, really like. So our first play of the day is going to be the Tampa Bay Rays and the Yankees under 4 runs in the first 5 innings at minus 115 odds. Now, the Yankees in the first 5 innings so far this season, they are 31, 23, and 2 to the under. So that definitely screams pretty good value there. Also, at home this year, they are 16, 12, and 2 to the under in the first 5 innings. And on the flip side of things, the Rays, they've been really good to the under as well. They are in the first 5 innings, they've gone under in 28. They're 28, 26, and 2 to the under in the first 5 innings, and they're 11, 10, and 2 to the under on the road. So, all of these do scream that there is a little bit of value there. But I think it's the pitching matchup that really gets me. They do have 2 very, very good pitchers on the mound here. They do have Kluber, and versus New York, he has pitched 6 innings so far this season and has a 1.5 ERA. So he's been really, really solid here versus the Yankees. So hopefully he can keep that going. And on the flip side of the mound, Garrett Cole is going to be pitching for be pitching for the Yankees, excuse me. But versus Tampa Bay this year, he has also pitched 6 innings and has a 1.5 ERA, which is very strange. When I saw that stat, I had to double check myself to make sure I was reading it right. But both these pitchers have pitched 6 innings against each other, and they each have a 1.5 ERA. So I think that does have a ton of value there. Both of these pitchers are very, very good against one another, so hopefully it can end up working out for us. So that's our first play of the day. Tampa Bay Rays and the Yankees under 4 runs in the first 5 innings at -115 odds. Now, for our second play of the day, we're going to be going with the Cardinals run line -1.5 here versus the Pirates at +100 odds in the second game. I know that there's a doubleheader today, so this is going to be for game 2. So the Cardinals on the second leg of a doubleheader, they are 2-0 to the run line. So they've been really good at covering the run line on the second leg of a doubleheader. Also, Miles is going to be on the line for the Cardinals. Or on the mound, excuse me, not on the line. Wow. On the mound for the Cardinals. And he has had a 2.93 ERA on the year. So he has been a pretty good pitcher here just in general. And the Pirates have not necessarily been the best team on the road. They're 13-16 to the run line on the road this year. And they will be having Bryce Wilson pitching, who versus St. Louis this year has a 15.88 ERA. He has been really, really bad this year. And on the year in general, he's had a 7.53. So definitely gives up a ton of runs, whereas the Cardinals pitcher, he has not given up very many at all over the course of the year on average. And so I do think we see a ton of value here for the second game at least. Cardinals also are 5-2 to the run line versus the Pirates this year. They played a total of 7 games, and they have won and covered in 5 of them. So hopefully that does end up working out for us. That's going to be our second play of the day. Plus value, I think that's a little wild. So we're going to be riding with it. Cardinals -1.5 versus the Pirates at +100 odds. So that is going to do it for today's video. If you guys did enjoy, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell so you guys know whenever I post. Like I said, we're on the road to 7,000 subscribers, so make sure that you guys are subbed. But yeah, that's going to do it for me. This is King Sarah signing out. Peace.